Man, can you believe it? Out of Colorado Springs is a breaking story of over 100 illegal immigrants found. They started an illegal nightclub in some commercial space. An illegal nightclub, and they found so much going on in there. It's like ungodly. Before I get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And let's get into this video. Fair use.
More than 100 undocumented immigrants have been arrested in Colorado Springs. This is according to the Drug Enforcement Administration. It happened overnight when several federal agencies joined local law enforcement and raided a party at what the DEA is calling an underground nightclub. Those people who were allegedly in the country unlawfully have been turned over to ICE for likely eventual deportation. Your reporter Michael Abeda explains hundreds of people were at this party, including some active military personnel.
The DEA says there was a wide group of people at this event allegedly doing things that are illegal.
Occupants of 296 South Academy, this is the police with a search warrant.
Early Sunday morning, a coalition of 10 federal agencies, Colorado Springs Police, and the El Paso County Sheriff's Department raided what they're calling an illegal nightclub in the southeastern part of Colorado Springs.
What was happening inside was significant drug trafficking, prostitution, crimes of violence. We seized a number of guns in there.
They say
They had guns, prostitution, all types of... Man, that is crazy.
more than 200 people in the building, including more than 100 undocumented immigrants and more than a dozen active duty military service members who were either working as armed security or involved in committing crimes. The DEA says they've had their eye on this illegal nightclub for a while.
We've been working on this underground nightclub for a number of months, doing undercover, surveillance, a lot of other work to identify what's going on here.
The undocumented immigrants were taken into ICE custody. Some other non-immigrants were taken into custody on outstanding warrants. Colorado Springs Police says they are investigating and criminal violations are expected. As for the active duty military members, the Army Criminal Investigation Division was present for the raid and is part of the investigation. A Fort Carson spokesperson says active members are allowed to have outside employment as long as it is approved, but they don't know if anyone working Sunday morning was approved. Either way, the DEA says this operation was about keeping Colorado's community safe.
Colorado Springs is waking up to a safer city this Sunday morning.
Now, according to Colorado law, local law enforcement cannot participate in ICE raids, so Colorado Springs police are only investigating the possible crimes that may have occurred. In Centennial, Mike Oliveira, covering Colorado First.
My goodness. They had an entire nightclub ran where they had drugs and all types of other paraphernalia, human trafficking. Just a whole bunch. Oh my goodness, man! And this hits close to home to me because I used to live in Colorado and will visit Colorado Springs quite often. It's a very beautiful area if you ever been out there. And well, this was pre all this stuff going on right now with these illegals and stuff. This wasn't really as big of a problem back then. This was like back in the 2000s. But anyways, the fact that this many of them, I mean, no, I know 100 of them really isn't a lot, but the fact that this many of them in the first place were able to get this space and do God knows what with it, starting this nightclub. I mean, it's really this nightclub. It's really a front for them to do, all the stuff that they were, found doing in there. They found some pink cocaine. They found some, they had, like you said in the video, the prostitution and all that stuff. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. I'm really lost for words on this whole thing because let's say no one ever found out about this, man, and how much shit they would have got away with in there. Just imagine that for a second. Just imagine that for a second. Now there's a clip I found on TikTok of the man who owns the plaza. He did get interviewed about this whole thing, and he claims to not know anything about this whole thing. He said it's all new to him. It's he has no idea of any of this going on. And I looked at some of the comments, and let me tell you right now, nobody believes that guy. Nobody believes that guy. Nobody believes that all this was going on and he didn't know anything about it. But he said the tenants that were renting out that space, their lease is about to be up soon. So all he can do is evict them. But like I said, the local police, they can't involve themselves in any ICE raids, like I said in this video. So they're gonna have to get ICE to handle them when it comes to the whole. If any of them are here illegally, right? So ICE is gonna have to handle that separately. They can't. The local police can't be involved in that. But when that owner of that Plaza building got interviewed, nobody believed him. Nobody believed him. They all like, man, how do you not know this is going on? Some people accused him of being in on it, but listen, that's a possibility, but I'm not going to jump to any conclusions because I really don't know if he really does know or not. It does seem a little fishy that he, excuse me, that he claims to not know anything about what's going on, but I mean, only time will tell. If there's an update on the story, I will definitely report on it. And with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this story. Make sure you like, share, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.